Tonight, housemates nominate for the final time.
Made me feel inadequate.
Harsh and mean.
Bitchiness and bickering.
Teased and goaded.
So aggressive.
Upsetting members of the house. Childish.
That angers me.
And Shane J gets raffled.
Most to least honest.
I'm going to switch you two at the end.
Most to least popular.
Well, it has to be that then.
Most to least loyal.
Shane J. Yeah.
Kind of gone from feeling like I'm good friends with everybody to feeling awkward.
It's kind of like being picked last for gym class. I could easily say, oh, I didn't care, it was fine. But honestly, I did feel, oh.
It's a new day in the Big Brother house, but as the housemates wake up, it's last night's bust-up on their minds.
How are we this morning? Ladies
Tired,
and
but good.
All right.
Bit of a rough night, I think.
Wasn't it late?
I think it might have been.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
off a bit late at night, I'm afraid.
Were you kung fu fighting, were you?
So to speak.
I had a little go at Shane J.
You did?
Yeah. I get on with Anne and I'm in a civil partnership. That's it, full stop, I like her. I still like you, but I can't take too much bullshit, that's all.
Anne's talking to Big Brother about last night's row.
Well, I was very grateful to her because I knew that Shane was saying these things. But he doesn't do it to my face. So I was very grateful to her for standing up for me. I do not know the detail of the argument. But you see, Amanda and Wayne do not regard the Big Brother house as a platform solely about gay rights. It's about people. As Amanda said to me last night, this place is about people rights. I think that was exactly the right approach. I think they've shown the right side of themselves, whereas Shane has adopted a polite but confrontational attitude almost throughout. I do not know, because I don't know what goes on in his head, but I think that buoyed up by the vote on Friday, he now feels confident enough to up the ante of the challenge a bit. And I think that's a pity, because there is so much more to Shane J than just what his sexuality is. There is so much more to all of us than things like that. To Amanda, the fact that I'm a Roman Catholic and against civil partnerships doesn't mean any more than it means to me that Amanda is an atheist and a practitioner of a civil partnership. That is not what defines Amanda. It is not what to Amanda defines me. I don't judge any of my friends. It doesn't matter whether you're black, white, old, young, gay, straight. Doesn't matter what you are, as long as you're a decent human being who is kind to others. And the ironic thing is that Shane J was going around with a shirt yesterday saying, be kind. And I did rather laugh at that later on.
Good morning. You're doing much better, Pay.
I slept dreadfully last night, thinking about how I upset you.
You didn't upset me.
I know.
I wasn't upset. I just got a bit angry.
I understand. Well, I
have nothing against you, your opinions, or anything else. But what I do think is, it's best just to face the person and say it. Otherwise, if you go around sort of talking to other people, it makes it sound as if you're trying to turn people against people. And that is like school time. And I have a bad reaction to it. That's all. Nothing else. I've got nothing against you personally, like you personally. Absolutely nothing to do with anything like that. But I think if you got to say anything, you say it to Anne. Tell her what you think.
Well, you know, I think at the end of the day, I don't want everybody in the world to agree with my opinion at all.
No, of course you don't.
I
sometimes think that it would be a sort of blessing if people didn't expect other people to accept them. You can't ask people to accept you or accept a community. You can only accept individuals and the way they behave.
To be honest, it's gotten to that point where, and I think you've said even earlier, where I'm like, I'm sick of my own voice now.
Aren't we all sick of our voices? I get halfway through a sentence, I could say, man, it's too boring to get to the end of it.
Yeah.
What I can wish you today is a good day. And if you've got anything to say it to me. It won't make any difference, but just say it.
That's why I wanted to come to you first and have a chat, and then...
You say, darling, I don't hold things like that about things. I really don't. It's not in my nature to do that.
And me either.
What am I putting this on my face for? I've done my Betty Davis look this morning.
Wayne is having a moment with some cling film and an avocado.
Look what I'm doing. I'm doing it bit by bit now.
Bit by bit. Oh!
That's
a mess.
Yeah. No. I'm fed up. Right. Okay.
May I come and chat to you even though I'm not appropriately attired?
Even though you're not appropriately attired. I hope you haven't come to mount another challenge.
I have not.
Oh, thank you.
I've come to do the opposite. I've come to say that I wanted to say, you know, thank you for being here in the house, thank you for being you, and I am a young person who's passionate about things, and I know that I've brought lots of deep or heavy conversations sort of to you, but I do appreciate you being so respectful and willing to have those conversations.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
It's our last week in the house, and
It is.
I'd rather, you know, focus on all the positive things, because
We should try to end on good terms with everybody, should we not?
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't all need to agree on everything, and that both you and Amanda, you know, are very inspiring people.
The world is full of different viewpoints, and I always judge people by how kind and decent they are, which is why Amanda and I get on so well. And I don't judge people by their opinions, let alone by their sexuality. So there we are.
Thanks, Anne.
We've come late in that. Oh, we're going to have these hugs again in this house. Yes. Everybody goes round hugging.
I'm going to go try and wash the rest of this glitter off.
Okay, Shane, thanks. Yeah, the glitter's awful. Thanks, Shane. Thanks. Peace.
Peace.
There we go. That was a nice piece of Pax. I'm not sure whether it was Pax or a truce, but either way, it's very, very, very much better than confrontation. I think all is okay. Shane came and talked to me.
Yes, I said he should.
He did.
Good.
I don't know whether it's truce or a full Pax, but it is better than it was.
As long as it's... I felt better. He came in there and he talked to me, and as far as I'm concerned, I hold no grudges to anybody, and I'm glad he did it. And I said, if you've got anything to say, you should speak to Anne. I just think that's the best way, really, you know, say it to the person if you feel that. Have done, that's it. Everybody's waving now, everybody's all right.
Everybody's happy
Everybody's
again.
happy again.
Everyone's happy.
Because it lets people back in when you do that too, and that's what I don't like them to waste their last week in a gringe.
No, exactly. I couldn't. Oh, gringe, that's a good word, a gringe.
A gringe, with the gringers.
Coming up, housemates nominate for the final time.
Don't like school, playground behaviour.
And that angers me.
You know what? I call the shots. I brought the vibe like I told you before. Man, I done lots. You know what? I call the shots. I was a young boss, learned from the best.
This is Big Brother. Housemates. Nominations will begin shortly.
Hey!
Today is the last time housemates will nominate, so choose your decisions wisely.
Oh,
I'm glad it's the last time we have to do it, though.
Are you ready? You've got
Never
yours
ready.
together?
I'm terrible at it.
Yeah. Well, I've got to go and think. I'm going to go in the sauna first.
I'm actually excited about nominations for the first time.
Well,
I'm like, it's the last one.
yeah.
Get it over with.
Well, I thought that I knew exactly who I was going to nominate, and
Yeah.
it changes. Yeah.
I feel like it's hard. We're on a very, very, very tough decisions for anything now in this whole house because there's only 8 of us. I mean, you can't do yourself, so technically it's only 7. So it's hard, but you have to just be honest in your heart, I guess, and that's how I feel.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But it's
And I think it's just not personal and...
Yeah.
Well, it is actually, but... no, it isn't like... I'd be really upset if I made it this far and I wouldn't be able to wear my gown and carry it around.
You'd be fuming.
Yeah, I think it's not nice now at whoever it is, but...
Yeah.
I think I know as well in my heart.
Not that you necessarily would want to do it, but you know, I suppose I'm going to see it like this: what's right and what I think's right and what I think's wrong, and that's will be the easiest way to pick out what you think's right and wrong with things. That's how I'm going to do it, I guess.
The first housemate to nominate is Anne.
My first nomination is regrettably Shane J. Normally, when somebody has made peace with me, that's it. He's the only one who has been upsetting members of the House. He upset Amanda, he irritated Wayne. So I've got to nominate Shane J, but I do so with reluctance. With even greater regret and even vaster reluctance, I nominate Malika. I think Malika's tantrums, they've been very quiet, ladylike tantrums. I feel a bit impatient because I think, why make this fuss? You know, this is unnecessary. And it's that sort of mild irritation.
My first nomination is Shane J. For this last week, I've kind of witnessed a side to him which I don't particularly like. My example of that would be just a lot of the conversations, mostly to do with Anne, really. It makes me feel angry because I was always the protector. So my second nomination is for Ashley. Mostly to do with the cadet task, where we had boys against girls, that's fine. Their motto was win and not whinge. And all I seen Ashley do was kind of whinge about the fact that she couldn't do the challenges. But when they did win, and rightfully so they did, she teased and goaded the boys to the fact of saying, they're winners, you're losers, haha. You should win gracefully, and you should lose gracefully. So the whole fact of teasing is not a nice thing to have, and that angers me.
My first nomination is Anne. And my reason for nominating Anne is because it's smart and intelligent. She can be equally as harsh and mean. I guess it was Friday's eviction. I witnessed a very loving and intimate moment between Shane J and Wayne. And then I just watched how Anne turned something so beautiful between two people that had absolutely nothing to do with her into a negative thing. As much as I know she loves God, I just wish I could see her love others more. My second nomination is Amanda. I have witnessed her interfere with anyone that has found themselves on the opposing side of Anne. She's being protective of her friend, but also what she's doing at the same time is belittling how somebody else feels by not allowing them to address what's on their chest.
So my first nomination is Shane J, because I don't like how he has handled his dislike, I guess, towards Anne in the last couple of days. He's almost trying to drum up an anti-Anne army, and I don't like the kind of bitchiness and bickering, and I am protective of Anne. My second nomination would unfortunately be Shane L. I think sometimes Shane L takes a back seat on things, and I think this is a game show and a personal journey, and you can't always take the safe option.
housemates are speculating on who will be up and who will be out.
So one of us lot will get split up one will go.
We'll know this afternoon.
Yeah, one of
I
it.
think.
That'll be me again, packing and unpacking. Or maybe not even unpacking, maybe
No,
just
I don't
packing.
think you will now. I think I've diverted your votes. I think I've taken the bullet for you.
You mustn't discuss your ends. The last thing we can do is discuss our ends.
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna go out of this house and talk about discussing one's ends, and they'll all think I've gone mad.
I know.
I would like the top 5 to be minus me and Wayne.
I'd like you to be in the top 5.
Why? But why?
Because then you'd be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
With exception of Shane L. I don't think Shane L is like, I want to win. I just think I want him to, or I want him to be in the running up. I think this is like your thing, you know, like, to me, you're like a pageant girl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I look at you that way, Jess that way. Ashley for sure wants to win, and definitely wants to win. And I think Amanda wants to be a runner-up. I don't know if she wants to win, but I think she has that. She has the pageant girl in her as well.
I'd like to be here. I don't like the winning side. I don't care about because I just don't feel like that's even my place to win in Year of the Woman.
I think how'd it go?
Yeah, it was really long because obviously I can never make up my mind forever.
You don't feel bad about it, do you?
I don't feel bad, but I'm happy that I never have to do it again.
Was this nomination easier or harder?
I prefer to do it face-to-face, always, because the thing I don't like about nominations is it seems weird to have to talk about people behind people's backs.
Yeah.
And also, I don't really like to focus on anyone's negatives. Yeah, I think it's always really hard, to be honest.
It's okay. It's over. You know, it's done. And you aren't talking behind anyone's back.
That's what
No,
we
I
have
wasn't.
to do.
You know, it's not even, you don't have to look at it that way because it's not your personality either.
Yeah.
You're like, I didn't do it, Big Brother made me do it.
The next housemate to nominate is Jess.
My first nomination is Shane J. Because sometimes I feel that he can victimise Anne a little bit. Anne does have strong opinions. She never pushes them and she's never horrible to anyone about them. And I feel that sometimes Shane J can be a little bit almost bitchy towards Anne with certain things that I think we just need to accept that it's a generational thing and we need to respect our elders. My second nomination is Malika. Where I've tried to help Malika understand Anne, I felt like I was kind of in a losing battle because I would say, oh, actually, Anne is nice, and it would be shut down. So it just made me feel a bit like my opinion wasn't important enough.
Can you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
I think so. All right. My first nomination is Amanda. Although I admire her loyalty for Anne, and I think that's a great quality, in 2 occasions that loyalty has misconstrued me trying to understand Anne as me coming for Anne, which wasn't the case. My second nomination is for Anne. Simply because out of all of the housemates, she's the one that I've had the least sort of human connection with. Everybody else, I have like an emotional and intellectual understanding and conversation with, and Anne, it's just kind of limited to an exchange of ideas, which is sometimes one way. It's like there's 6 people and then Anne, and it isn't conducive to a house flow.
I'm nominating Shane J for the obvious reasons that we've had a bit of a conflict. I feel that he has been making a victim out of one of the house members, which was Anne, don't like school playground behaviour. And I think that is what it is, to go saying things about another person, which in this case would affect their stay in the house. Would have been difficult a couple of weeks ago. It isn't difficult now at all, because I actually name Malika. One side of Malika is brilliant, clever, wonderful at everything she does. The other side of Malika, I don't understand. She disobeys Big Brother. I think she joined in with Shane on little discussions like that. Don't go whispering off in corners. That's kind of childish.
The person I'm nominating is Anne, because even though she's opinionated and won't debate anything because she's so set in her ways, that doesn't bother me, but it's the way she delivers her lines that I find so aggressive. When I said, well, I could come and sleep in the girls' room if we have to change beds, she said, no, 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 you're far too noisy and loud. I found that was a put down and something that hits me. So from a very positive mood, I go into a negative one because of the way she delivers what she thinks. My second nomination is dear Shane J. I adore him, but we had a discussion and he made me feel inadequate and that I hadn't spoken out for all the gays of the world. And I feel that he shouldn't be in a position to be able to tell me what to say. And I am not going to be influenced to speak out about something I know very little about.
This is Big Brother. The housemates facing eviction this week are, in no particular order, Anne.
Quelle surprise.
And Shane J. And Amanda.
Oh, never.
Oh, we got together. We could go together.
Meanies.
And Malika.
I told you.
And Ashley. And
Wait.
Is that right?
Shane L.
Oh, no. Scandalous. Jess and Wayne, isn't it?
Sweet. Jess has got a clean track record.
Well done. No, I don't like to say well done yet. I don't feel like
but
it
it
yet.
means that you're-
No.
6 of us nominated, yeah.
Well, at least we're in good company.
This is Big Brother. Housemates are now free to leave the sofas.
Oh.
I can't believe it.
So popular.
Oh, stop it.
You are so loved by
I get a nomination for trying.
You are so...
Well, you can't see me down here.
You see, my darling.
Thank you.
You'll have another drop to
You'll
do.
be fine.
Oh, don't be stupid. I finally got my nom.
You got it.
Finally.
You're up.
Jeez.
Come on, darling, we're packed together this week.
I can't believe Shane L's up. Can't believe it.
Who would vote Shane L?
Yeah, who's voting the cookout?
You're not going anywhere. Flip, it's made me feel really sick.
I think I just like, I'm happy and I'm proud that I've made it this far, but I would have liked to have made it.
Then it's harder for us to talk.
I was very surprised to see a Shane L nomination.
Hey, listen, it's gonna happen sometime, innit?
No, I know. I thought you and Jess would be the two safe.
It's all good. It's bound.
Assume it's going to be a triple eviction.
Bound to happen.
Yeah, it looks like one.
Which means that 3 of us 6 will be in the final with Wayne and Jess.
That's
yes,
a
yes, yes.
very good. Yeah, didn't look at it that way.
You're nervous.
Huh?
Are you nervous?
I am a little
I
bit.
know you are. I can feel
Because
it.
I don't, just because I got this far that I don't want to leave early.
No, you don't. Well,
I'm not worried about who or what it was. It's more that I'm like, oh, I don't want to leave yet.
I know you don't.
Coming up, housemates are put in their place.
Line up in order from most to least popular.
That's difficult. Well done, Anne.
I heard you got a new girlfriend, and it's hurting me.
With the first two finalists revealed, it's time for the rest of the housemates to ask themselves, are you worthy? For today's task, Big Brother is giving nominated housemates the chance to prove to the public they have what it takes to survive eviction and make it to the Celebrity Big Brother final. Wayne and Jess will be guiding housemates through their tasks. First up, the nominated housemates must present their highlights of their time in the house and explain why they think they are a good housemate.
I don't think I am a good housemate. I love everybody in here. All I pray for is everybody loves everybody else and keeps on being nice to each other and accepting each other. And my highlight is I'm still alive.
Very good.
My highlight would have to be Malika's beauty salon.
Yeah.
It gave me purpose. I felt trusted, and nothing better than to make someone feel a little bit better about themselves.
Cool.
Thank you.
Jess, without a doubt, you've been a highlight for me from the day I walked down those stairs. You were the first one to come, give me a big old hug. And more like a hard-boiled egg. So you can get an egg and you can try and squash it from the top to the bottom, but you roll it around a little bit and you can break through that shell. And inside is some loveliness, some goodness. Why would I be a deserved housemate? I'm here to treat you, not cheat you.
The reason I think I'm a good housemate, I'm two for the price of one. Sometimes I'm your favourite grandson, and sometimes I'm the girl that Anne wishes her grandson never brings home.
That's true. Absolutely true, yeah.
I'm a Prius-driving, pansexual, gender-fluid, polyamorous, vegan, atheist, blonde, Aussie, drag queen, housemate who likes to march to the beat of their own whisk.
I certainly don't ever expect to be seen again doing a rave dance, waving glow sticks and dressed in psychedelic pink.
Good girl.
Secondly, of course, everybody knows exactly where they are with me. Yes. And I think that's gone down like a lead balloon from time to time. But at least I've always been completely straight with people.
Wonderful. Good one.
So I came in very scared and worried that I wouldn't make a single friend and scared of disappointing my family. And in here, I have had friends that I have cried and laughed with. People that have picked me up. I've had Malika and Courtney, who are my older sisters that I never knew I needed. Jess, my soul sister. I feel so strong in meeting Jess and knowing that we've had similar experiences and just having the friend in there. Finally, the letter from my parents, which, had I not have done this, I would probably never have received. And it was really nice.
All right.
Yours is wonderful.
Lovely.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
For the next part of today's task, Jess and Wayne must rate their fellow housemates in a number of categories to help them see how they're being perceived.
Jess and Wayne, you should now direct the nominated housemates to line up in order from most to least entertaining.
If we start with most
Yes.
and unanimous. For that.
Amanda.
Amanda, please would you stand at most?
You have to go and stand at most.
Because you're always running around and you make everybody laugh in the house all the time. And plus your job is entertainer, so that makes it quite easy for the way we filter.
Yeah.
So then we have our second choice.
Shane. Yeah, that's that one you like?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. You're with me on that?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, yeah, good. Shane, of
You're
course,
then
because
you come out of all these
costumes, everything else. Yeah. Ashley.
You're very
Ashley's
bouncy
next.
and jumpy like me. So when I wake up in the morning, I always know you're going to run and be like, yes! And I'm like, ooh, you're looking me up.
Would you go for Anne next?
Because Anne causes, like...
Because she
has the
causes a
most-
riot everywhere
causes
she
a riot.
goes. And she's
I don't
very
get any, don't
outspoken and she's against everything all the time. Get out.
No, thanks. Waiting for you to agree among yourselves.
Malika.
Hi, granddaughter.
She entertains me because she gets up in a bad mood, then she's in a good mood, then she's
We're
in
all
the thing.
over the place.
Shane,
And Shane
it's
leaves.
nothing but...
Put him on stage.
You are silent and mature.
Silent assassin.
And cool.
This makes me happy.
This is our order.
Wayne and Jess have placed Amanda as most entertaining and Shane L as least entertaining.
I'm just taking it while it's going, that's all.
Amanda also places as most loyal, and Shane J was named least loyal. Next up is most and least honest.
I am brutally honest.
I think we leave Anne to come right at the top.
Yeah, okay. And I think Malika is brutally honest. Right, let's go through them. Amanda. What do you
It's too
think?
nice.
I'm more like
Yes,
Amanda. I'd rather
it's too
keep
nice.
the peace, so I'd be at the least because I like to be, oh gosh, or walk away.
Amanda's
so
the least
Amanda's like me, so Amanda's...
honest.
No, but not honest as in like...
No,
as in like a
but
liar.
covering
I
for
don't mean
people.
that. But that's what I would do.
Shane L's very honest.
Shane L's extremely honest.
I think Shane L is next. Let's do this.
Here we go, here we go. I'm going down the list. Going to released. I knew I wanted to...
And we've got Ashley, very honest. I think you're very honest, so I think you should change. Go next to Amanda there, Malika, honest. And then you have to choose the last three.
Okay, I'm going to switch you two at the end, simply because when Daniel said something once and I said to you, oh, this, and so you fixed it, and you went, okay, well, this is that and that. So that was a personal one for me, but I can't think of a point where I've done that with you personally, whereas you would have done with other people.
So is that where it is?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, let's do
It's going
it.
to get silly otherwise.
Anne has been named most honest and Shane J least honest.
I think that I'm honest to a fault sometimes. That when I see things, I will go out of my way to bring them up, even if they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I think I've done that many times in the house where other people, you know, have talked about it but never actually stepped up and done it. So,
Jess and Wayne, you should now direct the nominated housemates to line up in order from most to least popular.
Popular?
Well...
That's difficult to say. Well done, Anne.
And in fact, you've been up for eviction the most, I suppose, and survived it, so that would...
There is no need to dither. Just get on with it.
Amanda is, for me, one of the most popular girls in the house because
Yes,
she's
yeah.
entertaining, makes me laugh.
Yeah.
And you had that with
Malika,
everyone.
because of the makeup, is extraordinary all the time. And so I put them near the top. And Shane
Happy
L
around
is popular for his cooking. You see, everybody has their own
It's an individual
ingredients.
personality from
honestly, guys,
everything.
we're not taking
So
it
we just
personally.
put it in a... We just,
Oh,
someone that
You
is
do it.
always around... I'm not doing it, I'll do the first one.
All right.
Always around everyone. So, with speaking-wise and talking-wise,
Remember
I
who
say
we put
Amanda
before.
goes to the...
Okay,
Oh.
without doubt.
Yeah, I think...
Okay, then,
Just
Amanda.
'cause then, it's just because it's the group as a whole.
Get
When
back.
when you think of the whole 16 people that was here,
Yeah.
who could go
Yeah.
around everyone, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then Ashley's similar to Amanda as well, aren't they? They're happy with
Yeah,
everyone.
they do that.
happy,
And then
like they-
there's...
blah, blah, blah.
And Malika for the makeup. Well, it has to be that then.
Okay.
Okay?
Finally, Jess and Wayne named Amanda as most popular and Anne as the least popular housemates. Coming up, Anne's a hot tub fun machine.
Oh, welcome to our fraternity. Oh, look at this.
After today's task, Shane J's trying to find a happy place.
Do you think Shane J's okay? I think Shane J was always going to have a bit of a tough time with the guys leaving, but I think he's pretty resilient. I felt bad for him in the task because obviously he hasn't been, you know, the people that he was the closest to, you know, aren't here anymore. Yeah. Well, that's got to be challenging.
If it was, say, a week ago, or even 2 different people sitting on that stool, every single one of those things would have been different.
Yes, of course.
Of course, completely different.
Yeah.
But it's all right, because people love you.
And in a way, Shane should have been up there with Anne for his honesty, because it gets him in trouble.
I know. If you see my outburst last night, what I was saying to him, I didn't trust him at the beginning because I'd worked with so many good drag queens, starting from down in the root. I said, they are perfectionists. And I have never seen one drop his props on the way in. And then say, oops, dear, do you know what happened?
Yes,
because he was actually dealing with a room full of pros.
Darling. Doesn't wash. Doesn't wash.
No, love, no.
It doesn't wash for me.
No. So that was
I mean, how could you possibly use a whole fucking frock?
Hi. I'm just making sure you're okay.
Yeah. I find it's easy to... I was like, not just the game, but I think, like, the game made me realise that, like, Andrew and Daniel and the boys had gone.
That's when I leant over to you and I was like...
But the boys were here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. So I just thought I'll come and do super. I feel a lot better now, actually.
I think that's the thing. That's why I found the game, like, fun and inoffensive, because it is based on people's personal experience. But I did think, for you, like, if, obviously, you had more of your friendship group here, it would, like...
Yeah.
But then it's, I guess, with anyone, it could have been any 2 different people in the chairs, and it would be, like, a different...
And it's funny as well, because, like, I feel like Wayne and I were chummier before, and I feel like Amanda's kind of moment with me, then that trickled to Anne, and then I feel like that trickled to Jess a little bit, and it was kind of like, just for me, I've kind of gone from feeling like I'm good friends with everybody to feeling like
And I think
awkward.
it's also natural because you've literally had not only, like, your best friend, but, like, your group away.
Yeah.
So I think it's natural that you're going to be like, oh, this is really uncomfortable, because...
Yeah. Like, that's the thing, is that the boys left, but now I find, like, even, like, just the last... How long have they been gone? 48 hours.
Mhm.
Like,
oh, my God, is it only 48 hours?
It's only 48 hours. I feel like I even just, like, not get on better with you, but, like,
There's more time to focus on.
Yeah. And more, like, opportunity and, like, more understanding. And just, like, little things, like having you and Malika here. Like, I feel like we're all, like, similar age and similar mindset.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's kind of nice as well.
Anne's getting in touch with her inner prankster.
You're in your nightgown already?
I'm in my nightgown already. I dare say you lot are going to riot around.
I am not.
You're not going to riot around?
I'm having a night off.
Would you reckon of the glass of wine? Because it's in the fridge.
I'm fine.
Shall I
Are you
bring
going
it
to be
in?
able to...
Oh, yes, I'll do that now.
You reckon you can do it?
Watch this.
OK.
Now, darling, for me,
Yes.
pond.
Oh.
Are you coming in? No. Come and sit on the edge. Come and sit on the edge. We'll have a drink round the pond.
Wayne is trying to get people to go in the hot tub.
Oh, gosh, no. Not for me, that's for sure.
I ain't breaking the habit of a lifetime and going in. I don't think you're going to break the habit of a lifetime and go in.
And die.
But I think he wants to get all the others in.
Die.
The more and less challenge today I thought was interesting. It's kind of like being picked last for gym class, which I know you might find it hard to believe, but I was never picked first in gym class. And I could easily say, oh, I didn't care, it was fine. You know, I understand that, like, you know, we're all really honest and that blur. But, like, honestly, I did feel like, oh.
Let's get in.
The one thing I don't want is endless messages from Big Brother about housemates putting their microphone somewhere and their glasses somewhere. I'm going to put my mic there as an example.
Because you might get it wet.
Oh, I doubt if I'll get it wet. I'm not getting near enough to get it wet.
Okay, look at you, my darling.
Are you the only two that are braving the elements tonight?
Is it cold in Yeah, we're the only two.
Are you really going to stay out here in there?
Yes, it's lovely. Why don't you come in?
You blithering idiot.
Oh, no!
Oh my God, Anne's coming!
Oh, no! Who says they're not sports?
I love this!
Look at you two! Oh my God!
I said
Whose
I
idea?
am going to get Widdicombe in the big brother pool if it's the last thing I do.
In this environment, it's really hard because you want to do what's true to you, but you also want to do the right thing. And there's this kind of balancing act of making sure that who you are is the right thing. And I think that you don't have to be perfect all the time. You don't have to know what to do, and you don't even have to do the right thing all the time. You just have to do your best to learn from it and get to a place that feels resolved within yourself.
Cheers.
So sweet.
Okay. Toast to Anne Widdicombe, first of all.
To my gran.
Because of it takes a lot for a girl like that who's stubborn about etiquette of dress and things like that to do such things.
I'm in the pool with Amanda and Gran. That was brilliant.
Half the Royal Ballet.
Shane J, you're missing something. Look.
Get in the pool.
Look who's in.
I'm coming. Oh, God!
This is the one we want. This is the... It's like when Anne was at Clarence's house, the Duchess of...
No, when one was at Clarence. Darling!
When one was at Clarence's house. Oh, sorry, again.
Microphone.
I know.
Microphone.
And as a sign of respect.
Oh! Woman of the Year!
Play by. Oh, there I am.
Welcome to our club of synchronized
It was so funny.
It's a triple eviction. Amanda, Anne, Ashley, Malika, Shane J or Courtney, and Shane L all face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 6 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Amanda, add 01. For Anne, add 03. For Ashley, add 04. For Malika, add 12. For Shane J or Courtney, add 14. For Shane L, add 15. Calls to the long number will cost 50p plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50p. Voting closes in Tuesday's eviction show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. If you watch on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. You can find terms on the Big Brother website.
It's a revolutionary surgery that could save their lives, but the risks are high. Meet the Boys with No Skin, brand new next on Channel 5. Whilst on MTV, a night out on the tiles is about to get explosive in new Floribama Shore. Over there next.